Hey Tic Tac, welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be going over Alien Earth, the show on FX. Now I am just a regular average Joe, just talking about my critiques and what I think about this show. Actually, I'm a big fan of the Alien franchise. I've watched all of them. The first one, not really my favorite. Then they kind of got into the action with the Alien versus Predator, stuff like that. It was kind of enjoyable. Then Prometheus, all of that. They were trying to just like track the storyline, do anything with that. But with this new show, they basically said, fuck all that. We going back a little bit farther. We're going to do it a little bit different and keep a little horror aspect, like the newest one, Romulus. And I actually really enjoyed that. So me first going into this show, I was watching it with somebody, and I kind of was like, oh, I swear, if they do that thing like they do with every other show, you know how they just kind of like, hey, we got you in because we're using this, for example, Alien, we're using this name, you want to watch it? And then you go watch it, and then you're like, what the fuck? This is stupid. So there is some spoiler warnings. I just want to go ahead and get into that. Say there's some spoiler warnings. I had big hopes for this show, and they definitely did me right for the beginning part. Like Walking Dead, they start losing the plot. Like everybody's there for the zombies. The Walking Dead, obviously, and then you're gonna start being like, oh, Jesse's hurt. We need to take. Fuck that. Where's the zombies at? You know. In the first few episodes are amazing. Anything I could ever ask. I was watching this with someone else and I was like, no way, like this shit's amazing. Like I cannot believe like how good, like they blew my mind. Like they did not do what I thought they were gonna do. They literally actually blew my mind. They did what everyone wanted to see. They wanted to see the aliens, like instantly aliens, like right when you fucking started. I watched it, the first episode, I looked down at my phone for a second, I look up, I'm like, holy shit, I just missed a lot. But actually, turns out in like the third episode, I actually didn't miss that much. So basically they just started at the end and like had the plane crash into the center or whatever it was, like a mall or some shit. I don't know the full details. I'm just here doing my review. But after that, in the third episode, which is my favorite episode, it goes back to the beginning of the first episode and then goes back a little bit more to let you know what's kind of going on with the show. First off, I want to talk about the aliens. They added different aliens into the show, and I love that. I love that so much. My favorite one, the eyeball octopus, or they called it Oculus, something like that. But I love that so much. That's my favorite alien. And honestly, I'll hold off on that, but we'll get to that later in the video. There's also the ticks. These things are crazy. They literally like will and there's a one scene where they like people, I don't know how they got tied up, but they're tied up and like these things start crawling down their head and fucking bite them and just suck all the blood out and start blowing up into this big ball. Like that's just like, I like the gory alien kind of the Thing type vibes, and we haven't seen a lot of that in the recent years, and I was really happy to see that. I was like on the edge of my seat every time the aliens were around. Like it was very intense. I watched it with other people. They were trying to be like, oh yeah, because they already seen it. They're like, oh yeah, this. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to watch it. But yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, and then they added, or they have these little like, it looks like it doesn't look like a Venus flytrap type alien plant thing, but it doesn't look like a Venus flytrap, but it kind of like is a thin little thing that looks down. I'll have pictures and stuff for sure, but I'm my dumbass trying to describe it. It has a little thing that droops out and like kind of can like sense if it's a human and like eat it. And you don't really like see nothing about that until actually like the last episode. Oh, and they also had the flies. Those things, didn't really see much with those either until the last episode, but they really focused on the good things. They focused on the ticks a bit. They focused on the octopus, alien, eyeball thing. That was literally my favorite. Like, that's just so dope. Like, you see people walking around with a fucked up eye. Shit, they might have it. You don't know. Let's talk about the show. So in this part right here, I get it a little mixed up. It's actually the Prodigy that is ran by the boy Genius, and they kind of give him like the Peter Pan vibe. He's just like an older dude that looks like a kid. He's never made a mistake, and he's like the little boy genius they call him in the show, stuff like that. He's basically just a cocky bastard that fucking tells all his little AI things and robots to do their thing, and he's like, yeah, I did that. And they wanted the aliens, so I think the whole thing was, oh yeah, so, damn, there's a lot of spoilers, but I'm trying to save it for the end. So, basically, in the first episode, they send two groups out. They send a human marine group to go, like, kind of search for the people. Then they send this new AI group of, like, intelligent, like, robots that are, like, the best of the best, the newest release, but they have the brains of dead children. That sounds really weird, but like, yes. So basically the children that have died, they were signed up to have their brain put into the AI robots, and basically also so they're easier manipulated and easier to listen. So they're sent out as well in their group, and one of the AI girls, I'll have the picture in the name, I forget, I'm not really good with names, but so this bitch, she is actually going there to look for her brother, because her brother is a part of the Marine group that was sent in as well. And while this is going on, there's the most intense shit happening. Like the tick thing I was talking about, that happens. There's the alien running around. Oh yes, bro. And also like the dude that only survived on the ship, he's human, but he's like a cyborg. He's got like the most badass like freaking arm thing. He's like running around using that thing for everything. He is honestly my favorite character of the show. Like when he wasn't on scene, I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Where's this guy at? You know? Like there's so much suspense, so much going on. I was so happy when I was watching the first few episodes. As the episodes advance though, they get to the third episode. The third episode is actually my genuine favorite. Literally it shows the crew with the cyborg guy. They're all been out for a long time. They're starting to get sloppy. They're starting to get tired. They got all these alien things that they've captured that they're bringing back for a Wayland Utani group. The cyborg running the ship, so they're all getting sloppy. They're all getting tired. There's some love interests going on, causing some problems, and there's also a mole. That dirty rat, whoever. I mean, they gave us a good show. Without him, we wouldn't have had that. And the best, honestly, like they could have made that one episode a movie, and I would have loved it. But so, you got the cyborg trying to figure this out. The captain's trying to figure this out. They're all having meetings. Also they show this like lady. She's fucking around with all the aliens, like eating a sandwich, drinking some fucking water. Like, what is going on? And she is so sloppy with it. Let that motherfucker crawl out, walk over her water, poop out little tick babies into the water. And then the other dude comes in, he's like, what the fuck? And he puts it back in. And also, she doesn't lock in the little alien eyeball octopus. Like, what the hell is she doing? And that is just like hanging on. And also, he was trying to, that's why it like creates like some type of like thing that's, I hope they really invest into in season 2. Is that octopus alien just has like some type of like intelligence that they really did focus on in the later parts of the episodes, because the boy genius or Borg Cavalar or whatever his name is, he's like, wow, it's so smart, it knows pi, and has the sheep go and stomp and stuff. But like, I just feel like with that, like, you can do anything with that. Okay, so yeah, back to the girl with the water and shit. So now there's ticks in the water. She's like fucking around, everybody's watching the show. She's like, like acting like she's about to drink it. And I'm sitting there like, oh my god, she's gonna drink it. But nah, so they have their little group meeting about the mole or whatever. They pull up. That alien octopus is not hooked in all the way. He's breaking out right then and there. After that, they're sitting at the table. She's about to drink her water again, fucking with the viewers, like, oh, and then like they're talking about the mall. They're saying no one should leave or anything, trying to figure it out. There's also this weird like creepy perv guy that I thought was the mole, because he's kind of just like looking at the girls like, damn. He's looking at one of the girls in the cryopod with like the alien on her face or some shit, or maybe she didn't have one, I don't know. But he's like, damn, she bad. I'm like, what the fuck? This shit, he's creepy as hell. But after that, they go back. The kid that's working with one of the mechanics on the ship, he drinks the water. He just grabs that bitch. He's like, well, he's fucking burping off his food, choking on it. He's like, well, and drinks it. And I guess the other bitch just decides not to drink it. And so then he goes down with the mechanic. He starts fucking coughing up blood and shit, because he's got little baby ticks in him. They're fucking, I don't know how he's coughing up blood if they're supposed to drink the blood, but that's besides the point. Then next, the face huggers are released, and oh wait, yeah, they were released earlier. That's why they're trying to look for them all, and they got them into the little like cryo sleep pods. And then this bitch that loves the dude goes over there and pours some, like, I guess it's for a religion or something. She pours some like dust on the cryopod, and apparently these fancy ass cryopods cannot hold a little dust on them, because if that shit ate through the fucking glass and let the fucking the baby xenomorph fucking fly out of that bitch. So now they got a baby xenomorph escape. The octopus has escaped. This dude's down there choking up blood from the ticks. The old guy's like calling somebody. This girl's going down there, and also the cyborg dude's just like hooked up, put his little robot fist into the machine, reading all the watching all the videos, and he finds out who the mole is, and he's talking to the boy Kevlar, and you find out the whole thing was a setup, so they'd crash that and they would get the aliens, and the cyborg don't fuck with that, because he's going to bring them and get his money. And then we get to this one of the scenes where the xenomorph's kind of grown up now, or it's already like grown up and ate some people. Cyborg's running around trying to find the mole, fucking shooting motherfuckers. A lot of shit's going on. Then the girl gets down to the dude that called for the kid, fucking coughing up blood and shit. I guess she's the medic or some shit like that. And so after her, if she walks in, dude's fucking eyes fucked up. Well, I wonder why, because the alien octopus eye thing is in his eye, and he's like, and I'm like wondering, like, what, like, does this thing reproduce or anything, or does it's just it, and like it just gets in the eyes? But it has to reproduce somehow. I'm hoping they explore that in the later seasons, or not even later seasons. I hope they explore that next season. But yeah, so she walks in there, he's like, oh, fucking eyes weird or whatever, and he starts to attack her and like drops her to the ground. And I'm like, I was thinking he was gonna like eat her or something, but I guess that's just not how the alien eye thing works. He's just like, I'll hurt you, even though it's a dope ass alien. I just feel like, what's his point? Like, I'm sure we'll figure that out, of course, but at the moment I'm like, why is he even doing this for? Okay, so yeah, and then we see, honestly, it's a sick ass scene, but it honestly looks goofy as hell, because it's literally like, it's a old ass dude with his fucking eye popping out of his head fighting a xenomorph, and he literally, their blood's supposed to be acidic, especially to human skin and body, but they have that motherfucker biting the back of the alien. Like, I'll show clips of pictures for sure, but like literally they have this dude like jumping on the alien. I'm like, how the fuck? And I'm assuming that just the eyeball gives it more strength or something, that's where he's able to fight the xenomorph. But yeah, it's a super silly, goofy looking scene, but I did enjoy it. I was like, no way. I was like, a fucking something that could fight back to the alien. That's kind of dope. That's kind of sick. Okay, so yeah, so we're all caught up on those. Basically, so he's the boy genius dude's got like the main head of the crew, the AI crew, the dead kids, fucking AI dad, I guess is what I'd call him. Or like the leader. He's in there. He looks like a mad Nazi scientist looking dude, so I always knew like something's up with him. And literally, like, he's in there, he's got all the aliens, everything like set up and like in the little like facility to be tested on and stuff for boy caviar or caviar caviar. But yeah. And then they got like it's like the one redhead girl. She's like losing her mind after the mission, after they caught everything. She's like thinking that she had like a baby in her or something, and that she's pregnant. She's talking to her little therapist, and I'm just like, wait, does she have an alien in her, bro? But then again, I'm like, oh, it needs humans to be a host, so I'm assuming she's just going crazy. Then the show starts to veer off towards what I'm not really a fan of, kind of making it a little more emotional towards the characters, and I guess that's okay. Like, it's kind of hard to build, for me personally, to build a little emotional with them. I'm more on the side of the freaking cyborg dude. Like, let me focus more on his shit. Then they're showing like all of the other like kids, AI motherfuckers, kind of like doing their own thing, kind of going through some processes. I guess also kind of just aging as well. They seem to like after a few episodes start to feel more as like adults and like kind of actually act like they should be the ones in charge, because they're like given all this false information, told to do all this stuff, and they just like see that it's actually kind of more like they are in charge, and they never knew that. They didn't know the power they really had because they were just freshly put into those AI bodies, and they were children and they were told what to do. Oh yeah, and also I think it's Wendy is the one of the girl AIs. She's able to talk to the xenomorphs, and she kind of like feels them, like fucking like when they're like cutting them up and like kind of doing research. The like anime hair guy, she's like feeling the pain of like I guess like the little egg that the little face huggers come out of. She's like feeling the pain. She starts to like talk to aliens. She's like or whatever. She's doing her little alien talk. And like it starts to show more of the ignorance of the like boy genius. I don't even know what they call him that, but I'm just gonna call him that throughout the rest of this video. So he is kind of like just telling people to do stuff, hoping everything works. Stuff's going wrong. He's still kind of just like, okay, let's do this and this and oh, and then so one of the boys AI dudes, he goes in there. He has like a talk with like the crazy hair guy. I don't remember much about that part because they started losing me a little bit when they started focusing on other stuff and not really having the aliens go crazy anymore. But so he kind of like sets up these two scientists, lets one of them get face hugged into having a baby xenomorph inside of him, and the other guy gets that's the first time we see the flies. You know, like splats like fucking acid on this dude's face, like eats his fucking face, and then like so that dude's dead, just laying in there, and the kid literally puts this dude that's literally just been face hugged under his bed, thinking like, oh. I don't know like what his plan on that was, or maybe he just felt calling to like grow into the xenomorphs for some reason. But yeah, so that happens. Also the cyborg, as I talked earlier, he's coming back. He's trying to get the aliens for himself. And all this tension is starting to build up. You got the kid with the dude that just got face hugged, or face loved. And you've got the cyborg dude coming back. He's trying to get them all back. Then you've got all the release of the I think there's one of the xenomorphs was released as well by Wendy, because now she's got like AI power, like hacking powers, and she can talk to aliens. So whatever they did with these AI kids, they're like the best of the best. They can literally just go and look at a TV and like hack everything and open doors and stuff, I guess, to get through the plot and make it a little easier. Okay, so yeah, so she released the xenomorph. It gets outside. She goes with her brother and like the red-haired girl on a mission to go talk to the xenomorph, I guess, because she's family with them now or something. So they get out to the tropic area and where the boats are and stuff, and they're about to see the xenomorph comes to like attack or something, and she's like, and she like stops him from attacking, and then the brother's like, what the fuck? And as I would be too. And then she like, I think she goes like does some Jurassic World shit with it, like the dude in blue, the Velociraptor, like down girl, and then I'm like, okay, are we really about to do this? Like, I don't like the ending of the show. Just kind of, I'm like, what? But I hope they do. Like I feel like they had it reversed, which I kind of enjoyed it. But then I was like, damn, they did do what shows do at the end. But like the beginning, I was like, okay, I was like, I'm glad I got to see the beginning parts of the show. But then they started doing what shows normally do and kind of make it like, oh, a little more emotional, a little more lovey-dovey. And I'm like, come on, this is an alien show, not no damn fucking, oh, this is my pet xenomorph. Like, I just, that part I was kind of like, where are they going with this? So yeah, so then the two girl AIs, Wendy, redhead girl, and the brother dude, they get caught on the boat, surrounded. Then she's about to like, they're fighting, and she's literally about to call like the xenomorph to come go crazy on him. He's waiting in the bushes for her call, and then like brother shoots redhead bitch and tells her to calm down with the electric shit. And also cyborg dude, he gets I think he gets like ran up onto by like the crazy hair guy, and they get all captured. So then the brother and the cyborg are put in a cage, and then or prison, and then all the other AI kids are put in a cage as well. Then it goes talking to the boy Cavalier and like his little like old robot assistant like dude, and he's like talking about the eye octopus that's in the sheep they let take over, and he's like, I think this thing's a genius. He's like, tell me what pi is. And then the sheep's like with his feet like counting out pi, and then like the sheep's like just not strong enough, so then like it just shits, and it's like, it's just not a good host for the alien to be doing what he's doing. After that, so it shows like screenings of like the cyborg and the brother in the prison, and like boy Cavalier is looking at them, and he's looking at the AI, and then his little assistant robot dude's like, he's like, yeah, it's only a matter of time when they escape, because they could escape at any moment. He's talking about how like good the AI is, but they are kids, so they think like a little less like, oh, we're stuck in here. So they also, just to clarify, they got all the aliens trapped back up, put up, and then Wendy is like fucking around with the TV and stuff, and she's like, I'm mad at my brother for shooting my friend with the electric thing. And like then the one kid I kind of fuck with, he's still like the most kid out of the group. He goes up to her and he's like, well, you can't be mad at him, he's still your brother, he's still your family, and then just like skedaddles off. And like for him, or for her, that causes something to think on her head. She's like, okay, and then she goes in her little like robot thing, looking at the camera, and like and like unlocks the prison for the cyborg and the brother dude. And then so they get out, dude fights one guy, unlocks his little thing for his cyborg arm, and then she also opens the xenomorph cage, and that bitch just zooms out. That bitch starts killing people, I assume, probably a lot off camera. Never really like see much of that. And then like the kids are like, we're gonna be ghosts. What do ghosts do? They scare people. So they're planning on scaring boy Cavalier. They devise a plan to get everybody out and get Wendy with her. And yeah, so then they get out. The boy Cavalier walks up to him first before they're about to get out, and he's like, yo, y'all are this, y'all are supposed to be my like prodigy, like we were trying to sell y'all, and y'all are causing me a little bit of issues. And then they like start flickering the lights, and then the cage just, or the door just opens of their prison, and they're like, boo, run. And then he's like, he like kind of gets happy about it. He's like, and he just runs off. He's an interesting character for sure. So he runs off. They all start running out of there. She's like, I'm gonna go get my brother, and then she goes to get her brother, and then they pull up with guns, and like Boycott Villar's there, and then she goes and like calls the alien. He kills them all, and he's about to kill Boy George, fuck, Boy Cavilar, and literally, so then after that, oh yeah, so she like stops the alien from attacking him, and then like Boy Cavilar is literally like, and he gives a little smile, and then like that's the end. But then it cuts to the dude that had the face hugger in him. Oh, I forgot about that. The two dudes, they went out while they were getting like caught by the people on the boats and stuff. Wendy and like redhead girl and the brother and the cyborgs getting captured. The two dude AIs, they were taking this one the scientist that I told you earlier that they put under the bed. They took him out, and they let the face hugger like burst out, and they captured that too. And then they like after they imprisoned him. But at the end, it shows the little octopus dude that got out getting in the scientist's eye, and the scientist knows a lot. He's a smart motherfucker, and now he's got that in him. What's gonna happen? Are the aliens gonna fight again? So now they're trying to make the xenomorphs good because Wendy can control them, and then they're gonna fight the octopus eye guy. I have no idea. So I was gonna make this video kind of talking about how I kind of hated how the ending was, like how it just kind of got worse. But as I like talked about it a little bit more, did my little like script and everything to talk about this, I just felt like yeah, the ending kind of lost a lot for me because the beginning was so good. That's the kind of like conclusion I got to, was that the ending was like, oh, they're kind of doing some lovey-dovey weird shit with it, kind of making like some Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, like, oh, Blue, calm down type thing. But I feel like they kind of left it in a spot where you're like, what the fuck? But also it could build back up in the first episode if they do it right. Like having like that alien octopus when they're like, we're gonna rule now because this is our Earth and we can control the aliens. And they have like, now they're gonna have like an enemy against like the eye octopus. And yeah, and also another honorable mention was like, had me like that's the only part at the end that had me kind of like, oh fuck, because they did like bring the brother up for a second to get the eye into him instead, but then the sister AI shows up and she's like bitch slapping that shit around like, get off my brother, and I'm like, oh, it's that easy? Like the AI just fucking bitch slapping that motherfucker, and he keeps like coming back, and she's like and I'm like, okay, I guess that's how that's gonna go. But that was a little intense for the last parts. But the other parts, I was just kind of like, what the fuck are they doing? But I'm just hoping season 2, if any of the FX people watching, if y'all haven't already filmed it or anything, first, does that alien eyeball thing, does it reproduce? Or has it not had time yet to reproduce? But it has. It's been in that sheep for so long. So is it really a lone son of a gun? He's just all on his own? Or is he able to reproduce? And then you got humans walking around with some sunglasses on, and they're all like the alien octopus, and then you got the xenomorphs trying to like go out and kill them and shit. But yeah, I mean, the ending just kind of leaves it to where like anything can happen now, and I'm hoping they don't really go on the like me and my best friend, like the xenomorphs, like them having fun and stuff, and like I don't know, I really like the horror aspect and like the parasitical type vibes to it, kind of creepy, eerie intenseness. So I'm hoping they don't fade away from that in the new season, which kind of made me think that they might, because they were doing all this weird stuff at the end. But yeah, so that's my critique, my review, my opinion on the show. I hope y'all enjoyed, I hope y'all listened, and also don't forget to subscribe. I am literally just trying to get to 50 subscribers right now. I'm just trying to get there to where I can actually go live. I want to go live, like anytime I'm just chilling and stuff. I just wish I could go live, and I found out they have a limit. You gotta be at 50 to even go live. So if you like the video, like it. If you like the video, subscribe it. And if you like the video, yeah.